in the video yesterday. G-Man, what you got for me, bro?
Man,
wait, other than what you rocking right now, man, the UBK Lake Show joint, man.
I would have had my shorts on.
It's too cold out here. But we about to heat it up though, G-Man. What you got, bro? Cause they seen the video, right? They love the tools.
Man.
So what you say? You say, hey, I gotta show the Army some love.
Crazy.
So Army, look, next whatnot, we got some Army. Next whatnot,
yes.
We got some pairs. We got some pairs, man. Army, y'all already know, man. Y'all gotta be following Lil Bro G-Man, man. Whenever it comes to the early stuff, y'all already know. He always blessed. And of course, man. You know, we ain't never got to worry about the pairs,
hey,
bro.
Man, let me look at the rest of your pairs.
When you say rest up.
Later that same evening.
What up, Unbreakable Kicks Army? I am back in the vault, and y'all seen, bro, Lil Bro G-Man, he definitely hooked your boy up for the next Whatnot live stream. So what I need for y'all to do is click that top link. That's the link for you guys to bookmark the Whatnot live stream. Army, I'm almost tempted to literally just do Whatnot on the Air Jordan tools. If y'all want the tools only for just all retro tools for Whatnot, comment break. We want them tools. If y'all want everything and y'all want me to do the tools mixed with some other sneakers, comment, we want it all. So that way I know exactly how I should run this next Whatnot live stream. I do gotta talk to Whatnot to see how they want me to do it as well. But as of right now, Army, we got some retro tools on deck, man. And y'all seen them yesterday, man. If y'all didn't see the review of these yesterday, make sure y'all go and check them out, man. We excited about them retro ones, yo. But these is nice right here, Army, for real. So again, click the top link in the description section below. That way you can bookmark the next Whatnot live stream. The link underneath it is a link that you guys need. If you do not have a Whatnot account, use my link, sign up. It'll give you $10 off your first purchase on Whatnot. Now, Army, the year is pretty much over. It's October, and I want to say we may have what? We got this Lost and Founds. We got the Gorge Greens. We got the Starfish that dropped later on this month. And then we got the Air Jordan 1 Twist 2.0s. That's pretty much all of the retro ones that have dropped this year. And it has been a significant decrease in the amount of retro ones we've gotten this year. I want to say we had like 15 total for the year. It was either 2018, 2019. I want to say it was like 50-something retro ones to drop. So clearly even Jordan Brand see that the wave for retro ones has definitely gone down over the last couple years. They literally just saturated the market with it. So I seen an article on Nice Kicks, and they have every Jordan 1 colorway that released in 2022. Now, for the most part, we probably can guess and see what the number one Air Jordan 1 of the year is going to be. But let's go ahead and rank. Well, I'm going to go ahead and rank, Army, because when I did the 25 best Jordans of all time, some of y'all was like, well, where your list at? You know, that's that person's opinion, which y'all are right. You know, y'all was right. That was that person's opinion. So I'm going to give y'all my opinion on the top 15 Air Jordan 1s of 2022. And make sure y'all comment down below y'all list as well. All right, so starting at number 1, I gotta go with these, man. We got the Air Jordan 1 Visionaries. I'm just not a fan of like this Volt colorway. They also put that crackle material, the same material that we are seeing on the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Founds. And I just wasn't a fan of this colorway. I wasn't a fan when they did a similar colorway like this years ago when they had like the flight number and things like that. I'm just not a fan of this colorway at all, y'all. So number 15 on the list is the Air Jordan 1 Vault Visionaries, being the worst Air Jordan to drop in 2022. Number 14, I'm gonna go with the Air Jordan 1 Women's Exclusive, the Twist 2.0s. Jordan 1 Twist, for some odd reasons, is like busting. Those are basically the Air Jordan 1 black and white, where they just got pony hair on them. Now it looks like they put pony hair on these as well, but that shadow or that gray colorway with this black, to me, it just don't look good. Now, to be honest, I won't be surprised if these actually do well down the line, just like the Twist 1.0s did. But as far as what I like, these joints was trash too. So number 14, we got the Air Jordan 1 Twist 2.0s. Number 13, I'm gonna go with these Air Jordan 1 Nostalgias. I wouldn't say that this is like a bad colorway, but compared to the other ones that we have on the list, I can see myself keeping those over these right here. They did put the Chanel Nike swoosh on them. Overall, like I said, it's not a bad one, but compared to some of the other Air Jordan 1s on this list, I will pick those over those. So number 13, we got the Air Jordan 1 Nostalgias. Now number 11, I never seen these in hand, and that's probably unfair to this shoe, but I'm going to go with the Air Jordan 1 Heirlooms. This colorway wasn't bad. Like the Vachetta Tan colorway wasn't bad. At first when I seen images of these, I'm like, man, this is kind of like a rookie of the year type twist to them. But for those who did actually pick up the Heirlooms, how are they in hand? I heard quality is not bad on these. Again, the colorway ain't bad either, but from looking at this color blocking, it's giving me Jordan 1 pollen color blocking. And as much as I hyped up the pollens last year, it's like sometimes when you just literally just sit and look at a shoe, you just be like, bro, you really hyped that shoe up. And I'm not the biggest fan of the pollen color blocking that they did do on these. So the crazy thing is, I would actually pick the Heirlooms over the Air Jordan 1 pollens. That's the crazy thing. And if they would have did like a black leather, they got more of like I don't want to say jean material or like a denim material, because again, I didn't see these in hand. But if they would have went with like an all leather or all suede, I probably would have liked these a lot better. Number 11 on the list, I'm going to go with the Jordan 1 Rebellionaires. It's just something about the graffiti on the shoe that just really throws these off to me. If they would have made this shoe this color blocking, minus the graffiti, these probably would be in my top 5. But since they threw the graffiti on the Jordan 1 Rebellionaires, definitely Air Jordan 1, that I decided to not keep in the vote this year. So at number 11, I got the Air Jordan 1 Rebellionaires. And again, Army, do not forget to put y'all list down below as well so I can see exactly how y'all rank the Air Jordan 1s from this year. Number 10, I'm going to go with the Jordan 1 Brotherhoods. Brotherhoods would have been a dope shoe. We wouldn't even be seeing Brotherhoods sitting on shelves if they would have did this yellow colorway with actual purple, like court purple and maize yellow, or whatever yellow they wanted to use, taxi yellow, whatever. This Bordeaux just really messed up that shoe, especially seeing how we got the Jordan 1 Bordeauxs last November, and then they're going to give us another Bordeaux like 2 months later. I feel like that really hurt the Air Jordan 1 Brotherhood, because it's not a terrible shoe. I just feel like the colorway was off, especially if it's supposed to be representing him being a member of Omega Psi Phi, and this is not even the right colorway. So right there alone, the joint is messed up. So number 10, I'm going with the Air Jordan 1 Brotherhoods. Number 9, I'm going to go with the Air Jordan 1 Stealths. I wasn't mad at the Air Jordan 1 Stealths. The colorway was decent. The quality on it was decent. I just feel like for the Stealths and for the Air Jordan 1 Heritage, it was just way too much white on their sneakers. And one thing that I've learned over the years, a lot of sneakerheads don't like all white shoes. I don't know if it's because they can't keep them clean, but when you got a predominantly white sneaker, unless it's like a Retro 3 or Retro 11, something that people are more accustomed to, I think that was the main reason why the Stealths and the Heritage was not the most popular Air Jordans of this year. Again, the quality was there. It was just the colorway, Army. So as of right now, this entire list, none of these Air Jordan 1s I have personally kept in the vault. And that's why at number 8, we got the Air Jordan 1 Heritage. So pretty much the same story that I said about the Air Jordan 1 Stealths. Just too much white now. We definitely tried to use these as these was the white breads, and then the Air Jordan 1 Stealths was just the white Air Jordan 1 Shadows, but it was just way too much white on these sneakers right here. Even when we try to say it was the Travis Scott High Frags, it's just red instead of white, it still didn't do enough for these sneakers to actually move. So I just really think that the Jordan 1 has lost its flame. Like, it's still a tiny flame that's lit, but it's not busting like it was at one point. Number 7 on the list, I'm going to go with the Air Jordan 1 Gorge Greens. Like, these ain't bad. Like, 2 years ago, we got the Air Jordan 1 Navy Cold Japans. Then last year, we got the Air Jordan 1 Bordeaux. Now, this year, we're getting the Air Jordan 1 Gorge Green. So, we literally gotten the same shoe for November. Cold Japans came out November 2020, I believe. Then in 2021, we got the Bordeaux in November. And then November 2022, we get in these joints. I actually like this Gorge Green. Now, if they would have put this with like a shattered backboard color blocking or a Chicago color blocking, I would have been fine with these. But they went with like that Cold Japan color blocking with like the silver swoosh. These could have been way better, but I'm not opposed to them. Like, I like the navies the best, then these, then the Bordeaux. But if they would have switched that color blocking, these would have been hotter. But I still feel like these may be a nice little sale though, because that green pops. That green really does pop, especially with that silver swoosh and that white. We might be surprised how these joints actually do, Army. So if you really want these, I know my boy Scrunch love green, and I know he going after these. So if you like the color green, I say make sure that you do try to do your due diligence to grab these. Number 6, I'm going to go with the Air Jordan 1 Marina Blue. It was a lot of talk about the Marinas when these first came out. Some people saying they like these better than the Jordan 1 OG Royals. I personally disagree with it, but this color blocking wasn't bad. My main gripe with the Air Jordan 1 Marinas was that if you got the Royal ones, you don't need these joints. And since I got the Royal ones and I rock with the Royal ones heavy, there was no need for me to actually keep a pair of these Air Jordan 1 Marina Blues. And I'm not saying it was an ugly shoe. I'm not saying that the colorway was bad. I'm just saying I personally like the Air Jordan 1 Royals over these. And you still can see that these were pretty high up on the list, man, as far as being number 6 best Air Jordan 1 colorway to drop in 2022. Number 5, I'm going with the Air Jordan 1 Bleach Corals, aka the Stage Haze. Stage Haze would have been so much better had they not put that crackle material on them. I'ma just say that and I'ma just leave it, because I rocked with the Stage Haze. This was not a bad Air Jordan 1, and even when they restocked last week on the Jordan Reserve, these joints move. It wasn't like these were sitting, and I even told y'all, like, Stage Haze and Bleach Coral Lows, ain't like them joints restocked plenty of times, ain't like they were just sitting. These actually moved, and a lot of people liked them, and that's why I got these listed at number 5. Number 4 on the list, believe it or not, I'm gonna go with the Air Jordan 1 Denims. I love this colorway, even with the denim. Now, the only thing I would have did, of course, just take the little earring joints off for the laces. But other than that, like, if I was really just my old self just buying and keeping and buying and keeping, I probably would keep a size 12 in these. Just for a day where I'm just like, man, you know what? I'm going to grab these. Way to go, earring on the laces. This was a nice pair of Air Jordan 1. And even once these joints dropped multiple times, they sold out. So a lot of women took heed to these, and I've seen a lot of people that I personally know that got these. This was the first shoe in a very long time I had people hitting me up asking, hey, can you get these for me? Of course, they were all ladies, but still, they're like, can you get these for me? Can you get these for me? So I had to make sure I took care of my friends and family who wanted these. So at number 4, we got the Air Jordan 1 Denim. But 3 on the list is another women's exclusive, and that's the Air Jordan 1 Starfishes. These joints are beautiful. I'm going to keep a personal pair of these. Now, I've been hearing rumors about this shoe. Some people saying that these only going up to a 12, but on Twitter I seen somebody say that their finish line, they went up to a size 14W, which is a size 12 and a half in men. So if that's the case, and I don't know where to grab a size 12 and a half women, which is a size 11, but if I can find that joint, I'm going to keep it. And I just feel like so many people are accustomed to the Starfish colorway with black. But when they threw that brown on there, that brown was just a hit that I feel like Jordan Brand was spot on for. These joints right here are nice. I really, really like these. And again, if I can get a 12 and a half in women, I'm definitely keeping a pair of these Air Jordan 1 Starfishes. And this is my number 3 favorite Air Jordan 1 of 2022. Now, Army, we only got 2 left, and y'all probably already know how it's gonna go. Number 2, I got the Air Jordan 1 Taxis. Had the Lost and Founds not dropped, this would have been my Air Jordan 1 of the year. I just love the colorway. Jordan Brand went spot on. This was one of the Air Jordan 1s we've been wanting for ample amounts of years, and they finally gave it to us. And then the best thing about it was, on the release day, if you really wanted a pair of Taxis, you were able to get a pair of Taxis. They shock dropped. They had a lot of pairs on release. Even the day after release, you could have still walked into some stores and grabbed a pair, depending on your location, which is beautiful because 2019, 2020, this would be a $350, $400 shoe all day of the week. All day of the week. But since we're in a different time, this shoe is still sitting at a couple bucks over retail. And if you missed out and you really want it, you still got a chance of grabbing these joints for a little bit over retail, Army. So make sure y'all take advantage of that. And of course, number 1, we got the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found. Now, I seen some more news about these on Twitter, and that 500K has been confirmed. I seen somebody was like, man, my size 12 and a half is already on lock. And y'all already know how hard it is to find a 12 and a half. Only time I see a 12 and a half is literally on sneakers. So for this man to say my 12 and a half is on lock, He ain't talking about on Locked On sneakers. It gotta be a store that's getting a size 12.5. And if stores are getting 12.5s, it's gonna be so many of these. And from Full Size Run is calling these joints the Red Pandas. One, because he think everybody and their mama gonna have them on feet. And two, because the vast amount of pairs that are being dropped. Now, I don't care what you call them. Just call them, I need my pair for retail. I need a double up on these. Most people do need a double up on these, but just to hear that the #1 Air Jordan of 2022 is going to release in a vast amount of pairs. And they saying, like, if you don't get a pair of these, you didn't want to get them. And we say that about every huge GR, Fire Red 3s, the Air Jordan 12 playoffs. 9 out of 10 is going to be the same with the Air Jordan 11 Cherry. So if you want these, and when especially here in this vast amount, just put the fee work in so that way that you can guarantee your pair for retail. Just because it's a lot of pairs, that demand is still high. So make sure y'all do what y'all got to do, Army. And that's it. That's the 15 Air Jordan 1s that dropped this year. Not too many sneakers that really had a lot of people hyped. But didn't these drop though? Am I right or wrong? Didn't the Air Jordan 1 Georgetown? Maybe they didn't do the Georgetowns because this is a high 85 and they just did all OG highs. Because I'm about to say, these Georgetowns definitely would have been in my top 3. So I'm assuming that they just did all of the OG highs. But as far as the ones that I am keeping this year, of course y'all know the Lost and Founds, the Taxis, and if I can get the Starfishes in my size. Other than that, and the Air Jordan 1 Georgetowns, and I got, 2 or 3 pair of the lows that dropped this year. I'm cool on Air Jordan 1. So again, Army, y'all let me know how y'all did y'all list. Army, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all check out Unbox app. Again, use that 40% off. That's $3 a day. Enter into that chance of getting a free pair of Air Jordan 1 Lost and Founds and 2 free legit checks on the app. Make sure y'all bookmark the next Whatnot live stream. Y'all see I got the pairs of the Air Jordan 2s on deck. So if y'all want those to be in the next Whatnot live, let your boy know ASAP. Or if y'all want a separate Whatnot live strictly on the Air Jordan 2s, let me know that and I can bring that to the Whatnot team and we can discuss it. Alright, man, I'm here for you guys. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And other than that, you got your boy Unbreakable. You got the Unbreakable Vault. Unbreakable Army, stand strong like always. Most importantly, hug your loved ones and, of course, remain humble. And we out.
I hit Unbreakable for the Yeezys. He the plug, call him when I need him. These old tough, but he get him easy. Yours old, him first season. Them most beefy, looking like 2 laughs. 2 less, cause your ass taking nail.